up, Abba? What up, Clayton? So I'm waiting for more people to come in so I don't have to repeat myself. But I'll probably have to repeat myself anyways. What up, Dorian? It's fucking going. So I don't have to repeat myself. I'll probably have to repeat myself. Depends on what's happening next week. I will be totally AFK. My grandma is in the hospital right now, so if y'all could say a prayer for her. Praying for the host best. Preparing for the worst. Worst is I'll be AFK for a couple of days. I'll be in a whole different state. So, with that being said, I figured I'd go live just so that way I wouldn't lose my mind. But yeah, I'll if worst comes to worst, I'll be heading up to visit my mom. What up, Scotty? Uh Links in Twitter. The link, the link, the link is in Twitter. 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 But yeah, Froggy is losing her mind. Ain't shit we can do about it. What up, SJ? I'm just hoping that we could make it to like past Sunday. What up, MGK Gaming? How are you? MKG Gaming. Are you coming up here, Scotty? Thank you, honey. So yeah, if you guys by any chance believe in a higher power, pray to him. Knock on fucking wood, she gets better. Yeah. For those that have just come in, we're saying a prayer for my Gigi Ma, my other Gigi Ma. What up, Gemma? She got rushed to the hospital today, but she's been sick for a couple of months at least. So, gotta love being so far away from your family. But no, if worst comes to worst, I'll just fly up there. That ain't no issue. I ain't afraid of flying. Oh, wait, yeah, I am. So, yeah. So if you get a chance, say a little prayer for her. Pray to the higher power. Pray to whoever you believe in. Jabba, you want to come up? Jabba, jabba, jabba. All right, links in Trucker. Links in Trucker. Links in Twitter. Fuck, I can't speak. Today is not the day. I sent you the link, hun. What up, Richie Rich? How are you? I do have a bunch of information on John Wayne Gacy. But in between my neighbor having a heart attack and us helping them out, jobs for Roy Boy, and now my grandma That's gonna have to wait until next week, unless I can get it recorded tonight. I didn't see you say that. What's up, Grandma?
What up, sis?
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've got to go to a funeral tomorrow, but
Who's
I, huh?
whose funeral?
One of my local politics friends, I got made
Aw.
aware that he recently passed away from cancer, and I was invited to the funeral a few days ago. So I'm going to go and show my respect tomorrow, just to put him to rest. But yeah, I'm sorry that you've got things going on. As soon as I
Hey,
saw
it
the
ain't the dark side of the forest unless I have something going on.
well, yeah, but it's still not nice to know that your family is in hospital, and that's not nice.
Right. Well, nobody's forewarned me for the million times I call all of my family. Nobody has said, hey, Gigi Mom Reeves is going downhill. Never once.
That's really bad. They should have communicated with you to say, look, you may not cope with this, but
My issue is I always tell them I don't want to know anything until they're in the hospital.
okay.
They're respecting my boundaries that I set, because then I start pacing and then I start worrying and then I start getting upset, and it's a mental toll on me,
Yeah, of course.
to the point where I literally cannot function. So I'm like, hey, out of respect for me, don't tell me until, something prominent is happening.
Right, right.
But
That's a good thing that I respect you, but still, you needed to know, and
yeah,
it's a case of processing it and accepting it, and it's hard.
the only good thing is my mom's willing to fly me and my daughter out. Fortunately, we're leaving Bubba here because she ain't got that kind of money for
Okay.
3 flights. Plus, he's got school, and yeah, he could take school off, but we're just leaving Jordan here. There's a long story behind
You
that one too.
you need to be there. Like, it's important that you be there in case things deteriorate and stuff. And I think just for you, it's a peace of mind, and the fact that she's your family. And I think the sooner you get there, then the sooner you can learn to support your family, and
Yeah.
prepare for the worst if you have to.
I was talking to my mom and she totally broke down because, well, we all know that my mom knows shit that we shouldn't know. And she she ended up breaking down, and I'm like, all right, mom, I'm gonna let you go so you can calm down. I called my sister. I'm like, how far away from you are, or how far away from mom are you? And she goes, about an hour. I go, you got 30 minutes to get there. She goes, why? I go, mom is breaking down hardcore. She's bawling her eyes out. She can't stop the visions from coming in. You need to get there.
Yeah.
My sister's husband's like, we'll be there at 30.
Yeah, see, this is the good thing about that. At least you've sent people there to be with her, and you
Well,
know,
my mom knows she can break down to me and I can handle it.
yeah,
She knows my sister can't handle it. Well, I'm 18 fucking hours away. There's no way I can be there for her right now.
yeah,
So my sister's an hour away. Get your ass over there. Go be with mom. She needs you just as much as Greg does. Which, if y'all don't know, Greg is my stepdad.
okay,
Which it's his mom that's in the hospital, but that's grandma. I don't care who you are. I'll stab a bitch. That's grandma.
yeah, yeah, of course,
When your mom is with somebody for 17 years, they become grandma.
yeah, yeah, of course, pretty much, yeah, yeah,
Like, they're not married because of the simple fact that my mom is disabled, and my dad cannot put her on life insurance or put her on any health insurance that would cover all of her medical bills.
Oh,
Like they
okay.
sat down and talked it all out, and like my mom's medical bills, um, just the surgery she had done yesterday cost $55,000.
Whoa, that's extortionate.
She had to have all of the nerves in her neck burnt.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And all of the bone spurs and arthritis spurs ground down. What up, Antonio?
What up, Antonio?
Right. My mom didn't want to call everybody. So we're all in a group chat as it is. She
Yeah.
just let us all know and let the calls come in. Certain people she can break down to, like me. And I'm more of the level headedness, and she's more of the breakdowny.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say I'm level headed is because of the simple fact that literally, I have this thing, and it's part of ADHD. A lot of people with ADHD have it, and a lot of people with autism have it. Out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, yeah.
So if I don't see you sick, I'm not going to believe you're sick.
Yep. I mentioned this on my upload earlier, actually. Yeah.
And that's just the way my mind works. I don't have money. I can't see money. I don't have money.
Yeah.
Like literally things do affect me after they happen, because
Yeah.
then it goes into this whole different spectrum of it. But before it happens, it's like, okay, now I'm not there. I don't see you in the hospital bed. We'll deal with it when it comes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then when it comes, then all the feelings come.
Yeah, it's because we have, me and you, because of our disabilities, our neurodivergencies, I guess I want to call it, people don't see the implications of all the information and what's happening. Our brains are delayed, and I wish people would understand that the information doesn't hit us straight away. But when the information does hit and the emotions do hit,
it's like 3 days later, and
yeah.
we're already on a whole new subject.
Yeah. Our brains are delayed, and it's called a sensory processing delay. It is part of being neurodivergent. It's part of being someone with a disability, and a lot of people, unfortunately, don't get that. And I explained this in my video earlier that I did, in my upload I did, and I still get people going, well, how can you say that when you're doing videos? You sound pretty good, you're verbal.
It's
And I'm like,
called
what you
masking.
don't get, like. Oh my god.
Here, Gemma, I got the perfect one for you. It's called masking.
Oh, exactly, sis. Exactly. This is the thing with me and you. We have to mask so much because people expect us to be 100% on top of stuff all the freaking time. And we can't. There's days where I don't do shit. Like, I was meant to go out yesterday, and my body was just like, no, screw that. You're not going out. You're feeling shitty, you've got a shitty mood, I'm feeling extremely tired, I was snappy, I was grumpy, I was feeling not hungry, and my body's just like, no, you're not going to go out, because if you go out, you're going to suffer, you're going to come home, you're going to feel more shit, you're going to be in more pain. No. And I spent the whole day on this couch not moving, and I've literally spent half the day again today not doing anything.
Yeah, so. Yesterday, fucking, that's like, okay, so yesterday, my son, he crashed his bike while he was leaving school. It's a 10-minute bike ride from our house to the school. Right. Not even. He rides fast. It's about 5 minutes, depending on traffic. And he crashed his bike. So the whole entire time he was on his way home, I'm sitting there wondering, Is he okay? Is he okay? Because I found out it happened. Now I know he's on his way home, so I'm gonna wonder. But once he got home and he's like, I'm fine, Mom. It just turned a little on Gucci and started fixing his bike. It's like, okay, I understand. You're fine. I'm good now.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, Asperger's is part of autism.
Antonio, just to actually correct you, as of last year, Asperger's is actually no longer a medical diagnosis or a medical term. It was removed from the American DSM and the UK DSM. It's now classed as autism spectrum disorder, and it's just a whole autism diagnosis. It's no longer Asperger's, just to put it out there.
Yeah, Asperger's is a form of autism. And here's my wonderful thinking. I ain't going to put a label on anything. I ain't going to put a label on me. I'm just neurodivergent.
Yeah.
By the way, I think.
Yeah, of course you are. You've got hidden disabilities that make you neurodivergent. You are automatically in that community, same as what I am.
Exactly. And a lot of us suffer from fucking a lot of similarities, not looking at things. And I was talking to Roy, and next week, if I'm home, or the week after, I'm going to start making keychains while I'm on live, so it gives me something to do.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
With my hands, because I talk a lot with my hands, so a lot of times I'm like,
me too. You see my videos, I do that. I'm always like moving my hands around and pointing.
So if I'm sitting there thinking, talking, and making keychains, it's going to be easier for you. And of course, my camera is going to be down, so y'all can see what kind of keychain I'm making, the colors and everything else.
Yeah.
But I figure it's going to be easier than to train my mind into work using my hands that way than using my hands like
yeah, exactly. This is the thing. You're welcome, Antonio. It's just, a lot of people still say Asperger's is a separate diagnosis, and it's not. It's under the autism umbrella.
Right.
The American, so because basically I'm going to do a video on this, but I'll let you in a sneak peek for all of you who obviously know. Asperger's was removed because Dr. Asperger, that it was named after, he was actually a Nazi sympathizer, and he actually killed a lot of autistic children by saying they had mental problems, and he actually committed genocide, and that's why it was removed.
Right, because once again, they don't want to name things after bad people. Oh, did you see what was going on with P. Diddy?
Yes, I've been watching several different broadcasts. Yeah.
The joke is he had enough baby oil in his house. He made a slip and slide straight to the bedroom.
Yeah, I think P. Diddy is more guilty than what he's letting on. I think also
we all knew P. Diddy was guilty as hell.
He's the same as R. Kelly. He's the same as all the rest of them. Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of them. They're all dodgy as dodgy. And now that Justin Bieber's come out and actually made a sexual allegation against P. Diddy and actually said that he was abused for years under P. Diddy, and now he's gone to court to actually talk to people about it. So P. Diddy's case is not looking brilliant. He's going to have people against him.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's more and more. I think there's 112 victims coming out towards P. Diddy now. It's like, God damn.
Rihanna, she's another one. She recently came out in the press a couple of days ago and said that he tortured her and tried to force her into sexual acts and other stuff. And I'm like, that's disgusting.
And the thing is because he had this, he thought nobody would fucking say a word against him. And if he did,
it's to do with power and control, same as R. Kelly. He thought no one would ever speak against him. And then all of a sudden, 4 or 5 years ago, everyone's coming out.
That's because R. Kelly peed on his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's just disgusting. You just don't do that. Disgusting in general.
R. Kelly was literally like, Oh, I'm gonna mark my territory because I'm a fucking dog. I mean, don't get me wrong. They have some of them have good fucking music. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Yeah, of course. Some of the songs have been brilliant.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna still listen to the music. I'm just gonna give the artist fucking shit for it.
Yeah. It's
That,
just
that's like I'm not gonna stop watching TikTok or YouTube because there's chomos on it. That would make no sense. I'm gonna watch people who are, you know, against chomos, pedos, whatever you want to call them, P3DOs, whatever. I'm gonna watch the people that are against them, but I'm not gonna stop watching a platform just because there are people who are very negative on it. Now, if you really want to get into that, look at Mr. Beast. All of Mr. Beast's company. Uh
yeah, I wouldn't trust Mr. Beast as far as I could throw him.
Miranda sings. There is a long list. James Charles. Again, a long list of predators that are on multiple platforms that because they're so high up, they think they're not touchable. Well,
Of course I do. Yeah.
so P. Diddy is a great example. Sooner or later, you're going to get caught.
Of course you are. You're going to slip up. You're going to say something. You're going to show your real colours, and then people are going to be like, "Oh, okay. I thought this guy was good and legit and a good person. Nah, they turn out to be a complete and utter scumbag, lying, two-faced son of a bitch."
Exactly. So, what's up, Cindy?
What's up,
Hey, Cindy,
Twitter?
I don't think you know, or I don't think you heard, but if you could say a prayer for my grandma today, she is in the hospital. My mom's having a mental breakdown. Greg is at the hospital. My mom couldn't go to the hospital with Greg because of her recent neck surgery, because, that shit hits hard. I don't know about you, but having all of your nerves burned off in your neck really sucks.
Yeah, I imagine it.
Thank you.
I've never had neck surgery, but I can imagine the pain. Yeah.
Well, it's getting to the point where they can't even get to the nerves on the bottom part of her neck. Like, they got the top part, but they can't get the bottom part because of all the arthritis in there.
Oh, that's not good.
And since it pinches every single nerve in her body, and she has multiple sclerosis, which is already deteriorating every single nerve in her body, and it just accumulates, she's constantly in pain. But because she has to go to a pain specialist, they're like, well, we don't think that you should be on pain medication for such a long time. We're gonna we're gonna take you off the pain medication, and we're gonna try and give you this. And she's like, that don't do shit for me. I've been on this. I've been on all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you're just gonna have to try it again. It's like, no, bitch. I'm on a pain contract because I'm on pain or in pain 24/7. I will be till the day I die.
Right.
And that I know there's a lot of people who have multiple sclerosis, and they will tell you it is one of the worst fucking diseases in your whole entire life.
Oh, yeah. I know someone in my hometown who I've known who's been suffering with it for years. It's horrendous.
My mom's been lucky because, like, literally, she goes through her bouts, but like the main part of it, she's been able to walk and everything else. Well, now it's getting to the point she can't walk.
Yeah,
So they went and bought a go-go scooter for her.
Oh wow, okay.
That's great, except for now she has to get up and down stairs in her RV. Well, she has a cane. Greg is forcing her to use her cane to get up and down the stairs.
That's not practical, yeah.
they're getting a hold of like the RV company to see
Yeah,
if they could just have like a ramp where like sits in it and then it goes up and like she just can get in the house that way. So thank you,
yeah,
Antonio. I appreciate it.
yeah. If anyone can spare some prayers or just some time, like to send positive thoughts and stuff, it'll help to improve the situation. Just that they know that this thought's been sent out and stuff. So
All right. This week has been hell because like my day okay, so Sunday. I want to say it was Sunday. It might have been Saturday. My neighbor had a fucking heart attack. Of course.
oh
I
shit.
see well, we seen the cops come. And we thought it was because him and another douche canoe down the street got into an argument over the dog deciding to run or, wander off. He was
Yeah,
calling him back. He came back. He has the recall and everything else, but unfortunately, the douche canoe decided to go yell at the old man. And he ended up having a we thought the cops were there about the argument, and then I seen the ambulance run, and I ran in the I fast wobbled my ass into my room to grab my shoes, and I fast wobbled over to his house, and they were trying to get if they got all the stickers on him, but they were trying to get it so he would stop moving. Well, he was in so much pain and he was forgetting to breathe because of the pain, which was causing him to stress out. I'm like, I just kind of moved my ass around the paramedics, grabbed his hand, and I said, "All right, breathe." And I just rubbed his hand his head while he and held his hand while he breathed. I'm like, breathe in through
yeah,
the nose, out through the mouth.
yeah,
Big deep breaths. You got it. Breathe. And they were able to finally get it. And he came home the next day because they monitored him. They got it all back together, all groovy.
yeah,
And he has to go see his cardiologist, which is no issue. They're talking about putting a pacemaker in. But he was telling Roy, he goes, "Your wife, she's an angel." I go, "No, I'm not an angel. I'm a normal person." He goes, "No, nobody else in this neighborhood gave a rat's ass. Nobody came to help my wife. You were right there." And
yeah.
that's what makes you special. And it's like, why? Because
Because you made the effort of
I'm a
assisting them,
human.
and you gave them the dignity and compassion that they needed in a stressful time. A lot of people don't do that. Like, I know, for instance, there's a guy in my apartment building that is epileptic and he is prone to fits. And the other day, I happened to be outside at the right time. He was on the driveway outside, and I could see his hand going like this, and he was literally stiffening up. And I was like, right, okay, sit on the floor with him, be calm, speak in a calm tone, ask him what's going on, boom, 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 boom. And I sat with him till the paramedics got here, which was about 20 minutes ish. And without me sitting there, he could have either choked on his own vomit, he could have died, he could have done anything. And the fact that it was getting dark, so I thought, I'm not leaving him on his own fitting in the middle of the street. So I sat there and literally his head was twitching and it was horrible because seeing someone in
But
that much distress, you can't do anything.
that's the thing. We're losing the part of humanity that we're supposed to have. If you look at it, back in the old days, it was all about what you could do for your neighbors, never what you could do for yourself. And that's where a lot of people are getting it wrong. We
Yeah,
should be doing for our neighbors. Like Roy, he mows their yard and he don't charge them until he knows they have the money, which is like on the around the first of the month.
right.
um he fixed the lawnmower more for somebody who didn't have the money, and they're waiting to get paid. Okay, well, I fixed it. Go ahead and pay me when you get paid, and then you can take the lawnmower. um
Yeah,
Another girl, she didn't have that much money, but she had a couple things that they were willing to trade with, so he decided he was going to trade just so that way, her car could get fixed and he got paid for his time. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like super duper expensive.
No.
And me, I'm along the lines of what can I do to you to help you? And
Right.
that's my whole thing. Literally, what can I do to help you? And it's like I have some good friends that help me out a lot, but I still try to help everybody that I can. And if it's a lot more for Roy's brother because he's already had one widower maker. We don't want him to have another one. We'll go, or
Yeah.
if it's just holding your hand while you're having a heart attack, or as you sitting with them while they're breathing and getting them to,
Yeah.
that's part of what humanity is about. And we are in this modern day society where everything's about me. Everybody has their nose in a book or on their phone, or nobody really gives a rat's ass about what modern day society is about.
No, they don't. People are very selfish, and this is the thing that upsets me a little bit because, like, I can actually give you an example. On Saturday, just gone, I was at my Elvis tribute and I started feeling unwell. And Andy realised during his break to come and sit with me, and he was just like, "What do I do? Do you want me to talk to you? Do you want me to sit with you? What do you want me to do?" And I just said to him, "Sit with me, just be quiet. Don't talk to me, don't overwhelm me, just sit there and shut up." And he sat there for gone 15, 20 minutes, just rubbing my hand. He's like, "Gemma, look at me. Gem, look at me. Gem, look at me." And I just looked at him, and every breath was getting easier because I was getting into a panic attack. He's like, "Gem, just look at me. Just look at me." And once I was able to get my breath back under control and go, "I'm okay." And he was like, "What do you want me to do?" And I was just like, "Just hug me. I need a deep pressure hug. I need a hug." And literally, he gave me the most tightest hug. And when I had that hug, it felt like my whole world was better. I was just like, "Oh, fuck."
Have you tried counting beads?
No, I haven't.
Counting beads.
Make yourself a double or triple layer bracelet.
Oh, okay.
When you're starting to go into it, or you need to take a deep breath. The deep breaths does not work. I'm telling you here now. Start
No.
counting the beats. 1, 2. Your mind's going to be focused on the beats. It's not going to be focused on everything else. Just focus your mind on counting those beats.
Oh, I thought you said beads. Talking about the beads you make like necklaces with or whatever.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Beads.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
count the beads. You make yourself
the beads are the distraction, and yeah. I
you
get that.
make yourself a triple bracelet. You pull it
Yeah, I
off
can do that.
and you count the beads. If I get elastic, when I get elastic string, I will go ahead and make you a triplet bracelet and send it over to you.
Sweet.
Then you can count the beads when you're
Yeah.
feeling uptight. I think I could do it with a keychain too. Let me figure out how to do it with a keychain,
Yeah.
because then you could put it on your keys and you could just count the beads
alright.
while you're, and you ain't got to have nothing on your wrist, because I know, like, I can't stand things on my wrist, my neck, my hair.
Things on my wrist, as long as it's not too bulky and stuff. But usually it's more. I can't stand things being near my neck. If I have
Right.
my neck, I'm like, I get
Yeah,
them.
I'll do it with a keychain, and I'll figure out how to do it with a keychain where I could do like 4 strands of beads, because the keychains go like the it will be 1 strand of beads, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do it with 4, and then you could just continue counting the beads.
Yeah, that'd be a great way of. Yeah, definitely that would probably work for me anyway.
And it will help you because you're occupying your mind with something completely different than what started the outbreak in the first place.
Yeah, this is the thing. Is like on Friday, I'm actually meeting Andy for a catch-up chat about everything that happened, because he was so concerned about me that he thought I was going to end up in hospital. And he said, he goes, let's meet up Friday. So I'm meeting up with him this Friday. He's like, is everything all right? And I've been back and forth texting him, just being like, look, I don't know what happened. I don't know what was the trigger. I still can't think of it. And like last night I had a call with him. He's like, are you all right? I'm like, do you know what? For the first time in 4 days, yes. I feel like I'm loads better, but I don't know what the hell triggered it. I don't know why I felt ill, nothing. I just,
It was just, once again, your brain got overstimulated without even you getting the warning signs.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just pretty much a boom, bang, gone. It's literally
Yeah. Now, question, I see you with your Elvis impersonator a lot.
Yes.
Gemma got a boyfriend.
That's what I was about to say.
No, he's married.
Gemma's got a crush, though.
Look at her. She's blushing. Look at her.
He's a friend. He's a friend.
She's blushing.
Not. He's a friend. I've been friends with him for like 11 years nearly. I've known him a long time.
Hey, Gemma, made you laugh.
I know you're trying to get my reaction to go. I can see you.
What up, Clayton?
What up,
Fuck
Clayton?
yeah, that's
Hey,
the
Clayton.
only way to get your that is one of the best things you could do in this whole entire world is make people laugh.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Do you know that?
Oh shit! I hope I did not do what I think I did. I hope I didn't override the fifth wheel plate.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
No, it ain't no biggie. I can easily fix that, but I'm just hoping I didn't override it.
Clayton, you keep getting my name wrong. Grace is my surname. My name's Gemma. Please and thank you.
Oh, he's just going
Hey,
off the
Clayton.
last one. Gemma Grace Journey. I do it a lot of times.
No, I know you do, Froggy, but other people, they like Clayton's known me a while. You should know what my name is.
But no, like my grandpa, one of the
good.
last things that he remembers before he moved on to the afterlife was me making him laugh. I walked into the hospital room and I said, "What are you doing in that hospital bed? Don't you have work to do? You're too young for this."
Yeah.
And he just started laughing, and I kept making him laugh the whole time. We each got 15 minutes, and that whole 15 minutes, I made my grandpa laugh.
Yeah.
And then it was my grandma that went in, and because I was one of the last people that went in, because, you know, I was the youngest. So, and within 15, 20 minutes of me walking out of that hospital room, my grandpa was gone. But I made him laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, my mom just shared a video. I was making sure my mom wasn't texting me something because I just seen Elizabeth come across the screen. So definitely keeping an eye on her because she's not doing too good. But so like my mom can picture all of my grandma's memories.
Right.
Like she was telling me about them, and they were just flooding her in, and she goes, "It's almost time. It's almost time." And I go, "No, it's not, Mom. Stop it. Keep telling me the memories. Just stop panicking. It's not almost time." And she goes, "Tanya, you don't understand." I said, "Yes, I do understand. But I'm the level-headed one that, even when Chomper was passing, I cried. I cried for a little bit. I cried especially when I was talking to people. But when I was by myself, I'd let him be because he needed to be. I understood he needed the peace. He didn't want me touching him. That's why he kept scooting away from me. So he just wanted to be. So I let him be. That was it.
Right.
And that's what he needed. That's what Trump needed. So what am I going to do? I'm going to give the dog the peace that he wants. And it wasn't until afterwards that I lost my fucking mind.
We don't go into a state of takes a while to kick in.
See, my issue is I don't suffer grief like normal people do.
Well,
Like
no,
I go through all 15 stages. I know there ain't 15 stages, but I go through all stages of grief in like an hour and a half, and then I'm good. Like I won't cry or anything. I get sad, but like
do.
it's not like horribly sad. It's not like I'm, breaking down crying sad.
Yeah.
It's more along the lines of like I guess I have no fucking feelings, okay? How about that?
I disagree with that. I think you do have feelings. It's the fact that we are neurodivergent, and as a neurodivergent, we struggle to process and comprehend feelings. Like for me, the loss of my nan, my emotions have been spread over months. There's days where I can talk about my nan, be fine and laugh and joke about it, and there's days where I mention it to people, I'm just like, fuck you, fuck off, I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
I get upset, I explode, and people go, what the hell's wrong with you? Like,
And I guess I don't know if y'all watch Hell's Bells or read the Hell's Bells series. Which if you don't watch Hell's Bells on TikTok, who are you?
Is that with the chef?
No.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. No. See You Later is doing a really good like she's making it into a book, but she's like acting it out type thing.
okay.
And like she goes through like all the different stages of like grief, and it's like I don't know which one I fall into because I really don't like I feel sad, I feel bad, but like I know that they're in a better place, and that's the thing that really brightens up my day is that I do know that they're in a better place.
Right.
So, I mean, it comes down to I feel bad, but like, and I mourn for them, but
Of course you do.
you can't mourn for somebody that's in a better place.
No, because they'll be at peace. They won't be suffering anymore. They won't have to put up with the pain and everything else.
Now, if y'all want to see Froggy really flip the fuck out, put Roy in the hospital.
Yeah, no, thank you.
See, and I think that's the difference. Like, if it's my kids or like Roy, who's here like every day,
yeah,
is completely different to me than like far away family members.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because once again, out of sight, out of mind, I forget I have family members that do not live here.
Yeah, me too.
When your mom calls you up and she says, "Oh, this person," and you're like, "Who the fuck is that, Mom?"
Okay, I gotta mute this, guys. Hold on.
Okay. So I think sometimes, when members of my family have been ill or are unwell, and I get a message from someone going, "Oh, do you know this person's ill?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Don't you think you should like contact them?" I'm like, it doesn't process in my brain for like weeks, and I'm like, "Oh, I better check on my family members if they're feeling better." And then the person will be like, "Gemma, I've been ill for weeks. Why haven't you bothered checking on me?" I'm like,
I didn't want to bother you.
because I don't know what to say, and I didn't want to bother you and be a pain in the ass and get on your nerves. And people are like, "Gemma, if you just sent a message saying hi, how are you? Like, if you didn't want to phone me or whatnot."
What's up, blowhole?
What's up, blowhole?
I got wordy that my Grammy is in the hospital, so we're talking about how to deal with emotions because neither me or Gemma know how to deal with emotions.
Oh yeah, emotions is a difficult topic because there is so much complex behind it, and also because, again, being neurodivergent, people assume that we are either non-caring or, in fact, we care too much. And the problem is with that is that we get overwhelmed, overstimulated, and then we shut down because we need to have a break. And then people go, "Oh, what the hell's wrong with you? Why don't you care? Like, why aren't you showing empathy?"
The better one. If you break down too much, oh, you're just trying to make it all about you.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
Like, bitch, no, just leave me alone. I'll cry in my room by myself.
Right, exactly, right. This is the thing. I've gone through that, and people say to me all the time, they're like, "Oh, you know, why can't you do this, or why can't you do that?" Or they'll throw the accusation at me like, "Oh, you're just cold and callous, and you don't give a shit." And I'm like, "No, I actually do give a shit. That's the problem. Like, I can't deal with it." It's
Right. Either we give too much of shit, or according to people, not what we think, but according to people, we either give too much shit or we don't give enough shit. Well, let me tell you, I don't give a shit, but I give a shit. At
right.
the end of the day, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna make sure I grieve the way I need to grieve. I'm gonna process the things I need to process. And if people don't like it, well, I have 5 doors in my house. Pick a fucking door and leave.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, not my house, my room. Although they're kind of the same thing. But honestly, if people don't like the way I handle my emotions, pick a fucking door and leave. I ain't gonna hold you here.
Right.
Hey, blowhole, I'm at work also.
Your expertise. Blaze one for me.
Hell yeah.
And Gemma. You
Hell
got
yeah.
Blaze too. One for me and one for Gemma.
I wish the UK would make it legal so I could have my own one, but yeah, it's
He lives in Canada, so it is legal.
Oh, that's good for you. I wish they'd make it legal here, but there's not a chance in hell that's gonna happen.
We have states that made it legal, and then we have states that made part of it legal, but not the whole thing legal. And then we have states that are like, you gotta be on your death door to get
it. Yeah.
And at that point in time, you're just like, fuck it, I'll fucking go get the cummies. They help.
Well, apparently, according to what I've researched, what I've been told, apparently the UK does allow some of the CBD to be purchased. You have to have a medical license. So what I'm planning to do, as soon as I know what document I have to fill out, I'm going to go to my my general practitioner, my GP, my doctor, to get it signed off, and hopefully I can get some medical weed for my anxiety, because medicine is not cutting it, and I need something to chill me the fuck out.
I hate coming out of here.
In half a mile, turn left onto I-95 toward Main Turnpike.
Okay, I think, am I frozen or?
Oh, so all you need is
Yep,
your
I'm
no, you're not. You will need to provide your ID and your summary care record to receive a medical cannabis card.
Yeah.
So,
Speed limit reduced.
you can apply for it on their website. Let me see. Oh, I don't want to do all that. I will find out what diagnosis you need for medical weed up in UK.
I'm pretty sure it's any disability that has a physical, or from what I read, a hidden disability like mine. I'm pretty sure that also, because I've got an anxiety diagnosis, I'm pretty sure that automatically qualifies me. So I should be.
I think autism does too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both my anxiety, my autism does automatically qualify me from what I've researched already. But because I need something to chill my anxiety out because normal medicine's not cutting it.
And if you take the gummies, they last for like 8 hours and you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. If I could get some gummies or at least a little bit of weed just to, then I'd be happy. At least then I wouldn't be so anxious all the friggin' time.
Enter highway.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be the next thing I'd look into. It's all good.
I got told if I took weed, I couldn't, or CBD or anything with THC, I couldn't get anything for my pain. Then they're like, well, you need to go see a pain doctor. Go to a pain doctor, and they're like, well, we can't do anything for your pain.
Right.
It's like, okay, so let me go back on my fucking weed. They're like, well, weed's illegal here. I go, CBD is not.
Well, yeah, if you can have CBD, at least it's better than nothing.
Exactly. And like, granted, I slept like a rock. I didn't feel the pain, but I can't sleep all the fucking time.
No,
So I gotta find very weak gummies because apparently it intends, like, Blowhole probably wishes he had my illness because, like, literally, let's say I take an ibuprofen. It
Right.
feels like my body system took 2, and it normally curves the pain pretty well. It takes 2 to leave. I can feel it feels like I took 4. My body doubles everything. So, like, if I'm taking half a gummy, it feels like I took a full gummy.
Right.
If I take a full gummy, it feels like I took 2. If I take 2, it feels like I took 4. So, at what point in time do I have a cutoff? Where's my cutoff? Somebody teach me.
Again, this comes down to us being neurodivergent. Our pain receptors are more heightened than everyone else's, and when people say, "Oh, you don't feel pain," what?
Well, and that's because there are a lot of people with special needs that do not have the pain receptors, especially people that constantly hit themselves, because at the end of the day, they're so used to it, and so it's just nothing anymore.
Right.
Like, I know somebody who literally had to have a helmet because he would hit his head so much, but yet at the end of the day, he didn't feel the pain.
I needed one. I needed one the other day. A helmet.
You need one constantly. What the fuck you talking about?
Okay, Froggy, you got every right to say something to me. Are you ready to know what I freaking did?
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay. I think it's funny, but Cindy's like, no, it's not funny. Cindy had me go in the house to get her notebook because I had to take her to work. I went in the house. Coming back, I believe I must have missed a step coming off the porch. Fell down, fell on my ass, hit the back of my head on the porch.
Oh,
Go ahead, Froggy. Say it. Say it,
you,
Froggy.
Would you like us to wrap you up in bubble wrap, you fucking accident prone motherfucker? I could go get some bubble wrap. We can wrap you in it. Oh, Cindy, I don't know if you're listening or not. Your hubby's hair is supposed to be pink or purple, just to let you know.
No, wait a minute. No, you said if you get yours before my 200.
I
Thank
said
you.
500. I said 500. Thank you very much.
I don't think she's in here. Yeah, I'm looking like, what the? She's like, did you slip? I'm like, not that I know of. The porch wasn't even wet. It wasn't even raining.
It could have been just that you just took a misfooting and then just slipped.
What it was is I believe it's because I overstepped, missed a step.
Okay.
I think
Hey,
that's
Madison.
what I did.
What up, Madison?
Yeah, then when I got back in the car, I was laughing my ass off. Cindy's like, it ain't funny. Hey, Madison. I'm like, yes, it is.
Madison, my day's been really good. I've just been chilling out, doing some chores, and then just been snacking on some crisps. And I've got some soda on the floor. But yeah,
My day has been a day.
And my day's good. I'm getting ready to shut her down here in about a half hour.
Didn't you just start driving?
No, I already did. Let me tell you how many miles I did so far today.
Don't worry.
I already did
Cindy
just
got
about
the
400
message.
miles. I did 360. Well, I'll do, by the time I shut down, it'll be 400 miles.
Hey, Scotty.
What?
Cindy got the message.
What do you mean?
She
texted you?
remembers our bet.
Huh?
She remembers our bet. Purple hair. Purple hair.
Hell
Purple
yeah.
Oh,
hair.
now I see. See, it didn't show before.
I'd like to see purple hair on Scott. That'd be funny.
You go have purple hair.
He's in the chat. There we go.
Oh, yeah, I got to wait to get with Dad, see when we're going to do that watermelon.
That's between you and Dad. That ain't between me and you.
Before watermelon gets out of season.
I got plenty growing.
Cindy says she'll get it this weekend because she's off on Sunday.
He is, I was about to say she. He's at work, Madison.
He is not. He's
Wait,
out.
no, he's not. No, it's later than what I thought.
Look, Dad knows where the link is. Dad wants to come up. Dad can come up.
He's just
Dad
enjoying
is enjoying his grandchildren.
grandson.
Do you know why? Because like my grandmother, we never know how much longer we have on this beautiful face of the earth.
And probably getting the room ready for the second grandson.
Right. It could be 1 hour. It could be 1 year. It could be 100 years. You could have a brand new baby and you never know how long they have on this earth. Because let's face it, walk outside, get hit by a bus. Knock on wood, nobody does. I could go outside and get hit by a meteor. A 1 in a million possibility, but there's still the possibility.
Heck, I can go outside and walk in front of traffic and get hit.
That's called suicide.
Yeah, I know. But I ain't that damn stupid. Bad enough I already hit the back of my head Monday.
That's
or
why
Sunday.
My friend Waldo, he messaged me yesterday and he's like, hey, I know I said I'd play, but my mom wanted to watch some stuff with me. And I'm like, hey, guess what? That's fine. Spend as much time as you can with your mom because you never know how much longer you have with them. It could be today or it could be 100 years, but you never know. And that's why they call me the dark side of the forest. But I'm going to head up off here because my son is about to come home and y'all do not want to hear my dog when they come home. So, Scotty Too Hottie.
Peace out. Love y'all. Please give Froggy's family some prayers and some love. And hopefully you guys enjoy this. Peace out. Love y'all.
All right, everybody. I hope you had a great time listening to all of us talk about everything and anything.
Oh,
Make
Jen
sure
already
you
went
like,
down.
comment, and subscribe. And please say a prayer for my grandma who is in the hospital and my neighbor who is going to have heart surgery and everybody else out on the
Everett
face
said
of the
wait.
earth.
Everett said wait.
What am I waiting for, Ebert? Because trust me, you don't want to hear my
I know.
dogs.
Yep, I knew right what he wanted. I'm
Well,
driving.
you're going to have to wait until after my grandma out of the hospital, one way or another. So, I love y'all. Hope you have a great time. Love y'all. Bye.
Peace.